But yeah, episode 7 of the Millennial Gen Z Paradox podcast.
No one noticed that I got bangs again?
I like your style. I like your hair.
Yeah. Well, my style is very, I don't know.
It's very unique and very individual, which you are. That's your personality too, so it just fits. Yeah. I love it. I love it a lot.
Thank you. I know. I feel like everyone that's like is in my generation has like a very, other than like men, but like women just seem similar.
And their style?
And like, not their, like, yes. Because, like, everyone, I feel like, in Gen Z uses, like, the same shit.
Well, that's what trendy is, though.
Yeah.
Right? Like, everyone uses the same shit. Everyone wears the same shit. Because it's in style. So, like, in my generation, it was, layered tanks under tees and skinny jeans and, that kind of thing. So, and now it's jean parachute pants.
Parachute pants are coming back.
Tight shirt, like the loosest jeans that you can possibly wear.
And then the tightest shirt.
The tightest shirt you could possibly find.
I don't know. Everyone uses, like, Sunday Riley. Like, when I worked in a different location, like, they use Sunday Riley lip whatever.
I don't even know what that is. I'm old.
Sunday Riley is a skincare brand. It is expensive. You'll only find it at Sephora. Oh wait, no, they have, I think, in Ulta. Maybe I'm thinking of Summer Friday. They have the fact that so many things have so many similar names, and it's like,
ugh.
Y'all just stop. My dyslexic brain cannot. And they have similar packaging. I love my Polite Society. Like, Polite Society is my favorite brand at the moment. Other than MAC. I'm getting back into, like, more MAC stuff. I want to try the foundation that I have for MAC. But it doesn't have a pump. And that's what it annoys me. That it doesn't have a pump. And I'm just, I need to clean my makeup palette before I dump makeup on it.
So,
anyways,
a makeup brand that already I loved, but is a little spendy. Rare Beauty. I love their blushes. Like, this is the first ever blush that I've ever actually, like, finished. And the liquid one. Mm-hmm. But then a friend was talking to me about the tinted lip oil.
Yeah.
From Rare Beauty, and she's like, I love it. Like, it tints your lips, so even after, like, the oil wears off, it still has color. She's like, I applied just, like, chapstick after the oil wore off, and it was, like, still vibrant color, so, like, it, like, was a really good tint. So I was like, I must try it. Hype is so real. So then I was like, well, I kind of want a tinted moisturizer for the summer instead of wearing foundation. So I was like, well, I'll try Rare Beauty's tinted moisturizer. Love it. So I don't think that Rare Beauty can go wrong.
Rare Beauty can't go wrong.
Like, I just haven't tried a bad product.
The only thing that their foundation isn't light enough for me. And I feel bad saying that because there are people in the world that have totally opposite
Yeah.
But, like, I can't.
Yeah.
I have to mix it with something else that is light in order to not have, which sucks because I do, like, I think I liked the foundation. Oh, wait, no, I never got a chance to try it because I think I, like, tried it and I'm like, this is too dark for me. But I think I was also trying, like, 10W, which is warm tone, so I needed to try the cool tone because my skin
That
is
does
more...
matter.
So, I'll give it another shot.
Don't tell me.
When I can.
But, yeah, so, while I've been focusing on just doing drugstore makeup, I was like, if it's Rare Beauty, I'll spend the extra money.
That was...
tinted moisturizer correctly, but because I like things that are full. I like full coverage because I have such an uneven skin tone on my face. So I find things that are light coverage very frustrating because they just melt into my face and do nothing. So, but I also like moisturizer. I'm like, oh, I'm just rubbing that in like lotion. But I've been applying this one with a sponge. Like I'm applying foundation with a beauty blender.
Yeah.
And I find that I've been getting more coverage than if I was just rubbing it in. Because it's branded as a light to medium coverage. So I feel like you get that by how you apply it. So if I want more medium coverage, I'm going to use a beauty blender and apply it like I'm foundation. And if I want just light coverage, blend it in like it's just
I have to look
lotion.
What foundation I am wearing right now because I do not remember. I can't remember if it's full coverage or if it's light coverage or if it's medium coverage because
but yeah, so that's how I've been applying it, and it's been working, and I've liked it.
It's a full coverage foundation. Okay. I love my full coverage foundation. I'm so fair.
I do too. It's getting hot. Like, we went and did an activity outside over the weekend, and I put on a full face of makeup, and it was just hot. So I just want something a little lighter.
This is the Polite Society. What I have on my face is more than a pretty face foundation. It's full coverage. I can't, but like also I really like this foundation. It has immediate hydration, oxidization proof, which is helpful when I think I was also finding with the Rare Beauty that there was some like oxidization going, and when you're fair, it just tends to make your face not look as fair. Safe for acne prone skin, because my face is very acne prone. It's a medium to full coverage, but it's infused with hyaluronic acid and niacinamide and willow bark.
Yeah, but yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing.
I also wanted to try their powder, but I'm also they're translucent. Doesn't look very translucent. I just can we bring back just white powder?
No. Sorry.
Like, I'm just like, can we just bring back white powder? Because translucent isn't translucent enough.
No. But yeah, that's just kind of my little spiel about Rare Beauty, because I haven't experienced a bad product yet.
I haven't yet with Polite Society because I like their foundation. I think it's because I like the niacinamide, because niacinamide, if you have oily skin, is really great. And then also have hyaluronic acid, so it combats the niacinamide, so it's not so drying. What have I been using on my lips?
MAC.
Yes, but Other than MAC, if I'm just at work and I want like lip gloss or something, I'll use the Polite Pout. Like it's a glossy lip balm. So it's in like a tube, a little squeezy tube.
See, this is a new brand. They haven't been.
Yes. They haven't been in around a lot. Like I want to try their mascara, but I'm also not a huge mascara girly because my eyes get like very finicky sometimes with mascara. Yeah.
Yeah.
Polite Society. I really like what they're doing. It's by the same people that started Too Faced, like the original founders of Too Faced.
I remember when Too Faced was big.
I remember when Too Faced was big. Everyone wanted the peach palette because it smelled like peaches, and the gingerbread palette smelled like gingerbreads. And I think the chocolate palette smelled like chocolate. Like they were very scent oriented with their eyeshadow palettes.
That's an interesting thing to have a scent. I want my eyes to smell like peaches.
Move into. We're first talking about makeup.
Makeup. Rare Beauty is so underrated. Like, I don't see a lot of, like when it first came out, there was a huge hype over it. Especially the liquid blushes, which I hopped on and tried, and I love them. That's, like, I don't finish a lot of makeup products, but I finished this one.
A lot of I feel that way about Rem and Polite Society.
Polite Society is new, though.
Polite Society is new, and not a lot of people talk about it.
But, like, yeah, I haven't. So then I tried the lip oil, which I love, and tinted moisturizer, which I'm really liking too. I think will be my summer foundation or whatever. It's like I don't want to wear real makeup, but I'm feeling more myself this summer than I was last summer.
Sorry, my pinky really fucking hurts.
Someone chopped her finger off.
I didn't. I was at work and my nails were ripping off, and then my pinky just like broke in half, like in the middle of the
whole
nail.
Pinky. She's only got half of one. You know,
but
I have none to spare.
But no,
like I only have one pinky.
Glamnetics came out with these that's the Salty Waves like fake press on nails. They're kind of thicker than their normal, and I think that's why my pinky broke.
Did you get a cast?
No. I just glued it back. I just band-aided it back together.
It's my motto. Glue it back together.
But like, this is how the nails...
Yeah, that's not going to show up.
No, it's not going to show up. That's sad.
Hannah has pretty nails. Well, one.
I have one pretty nail. It's going to break off eventually. I'm just not going to rip it off. Nails don't last long with me. I'm
hard on my hand.
Same.
Because it's my only one. So it pulls double duty.
I got two.
Lucky you. So fake nails don't last me very long either. But I get twice as many wears out of a package because I only have one hand. So if it's like, oh, there's 2 sets in here, I'm like, bitch, there's 4. So yeah,
which I don't normally have this issue. Like normally they last me like a week and a half.
I have seen a degradation in quality of things. So especially with like fake nails and like the glue and shit, like I think you just have to like make your nail gritty.
Yeah, which I normally do.
To get.
Which I did.
And then make sure that you're using really good glue.
Which I don't use the glue that comes in the package because I don't have a lot of control and then it ends up getting everywhere.
Oh, I have that problem too, but I'm also applying it with one hand. So there's that. One-handed jokes are literally my favorite thing to do ever.
Because we never know how to react to those.
No, everyone's like, it's so funny. So if I don't make one very often, like I think I made one to one of my friends for like the first time ever. And he just stared at me like he wanted to laugh, but he didn't want to offend me. And I'm like, dude, no, it's funny. Go ahead and laugh. And then he's like, okay. And I'm like, you can make one-hand jokes. Like, I think they're funny. Like, you're not going to offend me.
Anyways.
But yeah, no. So, yeah, I love one-handed jokes. So they will keep on coming. I have started my cooking journey.
Oh, right, yes.
So the book that I got last week, I ended up not liking and I returned it and I ordered another one. The other one's based out of the Test Kitchen of America.
Oh, I think I saw that at a bookstore.
So well, the one that I had originally got had a lot of things that just felt like a lot of the recipes were pretty basic.
Well, it was a cooking for basics.
It was a basic, but it was like...
I'm surprised you didn't get cooking for dummies.
Oh, yeah. No, but... And it didn't cover as much of the science that I wanted it to. Like, the book that I got goes into how the proteins in the food reacts to heat and cooks. Like, it literally, like, talks about the science and, like, the molecules of flour, like, the different molecules of the different types of flour to make the best bread. Like, it, like, goes into this. Did you know that there is acid coagulated cheeses and rennet coagulated cheeses? Acid coagulated cheeses don't actually melt, where rennet coagulated cheeses are those that melt. So like ricotta cheese doesn't melt. If it's heated up too much, it hardens, but it doesn't melt. So I was thinking about this, like I put ricotta cheese in lasagna. I was like, wait a minute. Does it melt? No. Like if you think about it, its consistency never changes after you cook it in lasagna.
I am so pale.
Like it doesn't, like it's already like, like a, you know?
Sorry, I'm playing with the light. Because the y'all will see if you are on YouTube the fact that the light keeps on going and making me feel ghosty.
But yeah, but it's because of the proteins in the cheese. So like your cheddars and everything are rennet coagulated cheeses. And they melt when they're exposed to heat.
I thought it was funny for me yawning, going, ah.
And then acid coagulated.
Well, baking is mainly a science. Why are there cameras?
But like, so is cooking. So yeah, I really like this book. And I made fish last night with a grapefruit basil relish and roasted red potatoes. Camera. There we go. So yeah. So I really like this cook. So then yesterday, I documented my cooking on my Instagram stories. Did you see them?
No, I was at work.
You missed out. And then Uncle liked all of mine, and then when my final product, he gave me a fire emoji. I was like, okay. He also likes all of my TikToks. Like on my personal account. Like, did Uncle see my TikTok today? But yeah, it's really funny. I was like, #1 hype man.
I don't know. I like playing Lorcana.
Let's do a Lorcana cast. Not like for this episode.
What do you mean a Lorcana cast?
Like, because that's a hobby that you and I both have.
Yes.
And we can talk about things.
About cards.
About cool cards. Because we did books.
Chernabog.
Because we talked about books.
Chernabog. Chernabog is my favorite.
I know.
He's just... I don't know. I don't know what happened. But I was just like, this is so cool. I love... Out of all the characters in Fantasia.
It's been so long since I've seen Fantasia.
Well, remember when we tried to watch it? And we were just like, these mushrooms are making me feel like this would be better high.
Like, where's the weed? Where's the weed?
Like, where's the alcohol? Which I think I ended up watching it drunk. And this is, okay, if you want to see Chernabog, watch the 1940 something Fantasia. The first one. 2000 does not have Chernabog. Sad. Because he's the whole point of Fantasia. It's Cherny. But I think Disneyland would have a Fantasia show. Of like on the water.
Well, yeah, they had their water show.
Yeah, but it was Fantasia. Like I remember seeing Chernabog.
Probably.
Okay.
I'm not denying. I'm sure you're right.
I just always feel crazy because I think... Although me and Mom never watched... When we went to Disneyland recently, we never watched the fireworks. We ended up leaving before.
What?
Yeah, we ended up...
When we were little, Mom would not leave the park until closing time.
I don't know if she's just getting
And, like,
old.
you were 4 years old and I was 10.
I don't know.
And even Dad was like, can we go? And Mom's like, no, the park's not closing. Why?
I don't know if it was just because she's old. I'm sorry.
As our mother is probably listening. No, Mom, you're not old. You're young.
But, like, we just didn't. I think we spent, like, 3 days at the park. Or, like... Because we had 2 days. I think we had maybe 2 days at Disneyland. And we did keep teacups. We did Indiana Zone. We did Rise of the Resistance. We did Millennium Falcon. We did... I wanted to ride Rise of the Resistance again. Just because you get so immersive in Star Wars. And it was... I enjoyed it. Mom didn't enjoy it as much. Because the line was always so long.
Didn't they take away their fast passes now? Isn't it something else? You have to pay extra
Genie
for?
Plus. Yes.
I mean, I think with fast passes, you still have to pay extra.
Yes. I think you got like a certain amount and then you could pay extra. Like, I feel like you've got a certain amount with your tickets. I would love to go to Disneyland again. I preferred Universal a little bit more. Just because it was more...
Do a trip.
The only thing I hated of Universal...
Except that we're poor, so let's start saving for 2030.
Okay.
Okay.
I do want to go to Epic Universe in Orlando.
Oh, me too.
But also, so one of the rides that I hated at Universal was Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey.
What? I haven't been, so.
Well, you are like, you're sat in a seat, a thing comes above, and you like you lay sideways, and like you like go around.
Do you
like
remember
this.
like soaring over California?
Yes.
Was it like that?
No.
Okay.
Because you never laid flat on your back. You never went on your back with soaring over California. You were always face forward, and it just moved. It's like soaring over the Sound in Seattle.
I don't know what that is. I haven't written on that.
It's over by, on the pier.
But it's like soaring over California, but
Like
soaring over
California.
Seattle. But it's Seattle instead.
Seattle instead, yeah.
Okay. And this was like that.
No. Because you were... I can't explain it. But, like, they're like chairs side by side, and then you had a arm thing go around, and we like double tracked with all the like Universal employees. Like, we do not go upside down. Me and Mom like did not want to go upside down.
Is it a roller coaster, or just like in a room with a screen, like
a room and a screen? Okay. But like you're on a track, like it's on a track.
You go upside down.
You go you lay on your back, like you're tilted on your back.
Oh.
Like it kind of tilts you like your back, so like your feet, like it kind of swings you over.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
People that have been on this ride probably know what the fuck I'm talking about. But like, and there is like I got motion sickness. Like I really felt like I was gonna throw up. Cause like it was a combination of screens and physical props. Cause we got trapped. We were luckily like trapped. Like there were people that got stuck on the ride where they were on their back.
But like you're close to the ground.
Not necessarily. You're still up. Like your feet are still dangling.
Well, my feet are always dangling because I'm only 5 foot.
But like you don't have like there's no ground. Like you're still like up. Like the contraction. Let me see if I can pull up.
But like if you're moving onto your back side to side, yes, like the thing is elevated a little. But like I don't know.
Like this is, and like there's an arm, like those are the compartments. And it's like an arm thingy. It's the same if you look up Epic Universe.
Oh, I know what you mean by arm. Okay, I understand. It's like one of those carnival rides that has like the multiple pods in the arm, and the arms are able to move you in all of the directions.
Yes.
But it's just a stationary. It's like one of those carnival rides that has different pods attached to the arms, and the arms move simultaneously.
Yes.
I understand.
Kind of.
Okay.
Yes.
I understand. I'm like, arms? What do you mean? You
So
have to hold on to each other.
But like we got stuck in the Forbidden Forest part of the Forbidden Journey. So we had a spider right in front of us.
Oh, nice.
So I'm having a panic attack. Because I've never been like stuck on we may have gotten stuck on Peter Pan, I think. But like Peter Pan,
It's just Peter Pan.
it's just Peter Pan.
Yeah.
But like that ride is so old.
It's better than getting stuck on like a Small World or something.
Oh my gosh, I would shoot myself.
Like, I'm just gonna walk off.
I don't think I've ever gotten. We went through Splash Mountain back when it was still Splash Mountain. Because it was still when it was Splash Mountain. So we had the Skippity Doo Dah.
Like Splash Mountain.
I love Splash Mountain.
Space Mountain is one of my favorites.
We didn't go on Space Mountain. I had anxiety.
It doesn't go upside down. So one of my things, like, because in Space Mountain you can't see.
Yeah.
Because you're in space. So it's very dark. And so you can't even see the track in front of you. You have no idea where you're going. So I was like really concerned that it was like this
The funny thing is that I actually know what the track. So there's this YouTube creator that goes into like tracks and like how Space Mountain does do like a different track with certain ones. And there's actually a storyline with Space Mountain to the other Disneyland parks around the world. Same with the Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. But like, so I was like, it's
Mansion's
totally gonna go upside down, but it doesn't.
It doesn't.
It's actually
There's only one Space Mountain in the world that actually goes up and down and upside down, and that is the Paris location, I believe.
Thank you for telling me, because I would totally go on it and be like, it's just Space Mountain, and I love Space Mountain, and then I would go upside down and be like, what the fuck, Paris?
I believe it's Paris.
Okay, so I'm never going to any of the other one. I'm not. No, the only one I can go on is California, because I'm not risking it. But when I was little, Space Mountain was like the biggest. Being able to do Space Mountain was like the biggest deal to me.
We didn't even do Buzz Lightyear. Like the
I thought
game.
that was turned into a Star Wars.
No.
Buzz Lightyear's still there?
Buzz Lightyear's still there.
Okay.
Are you thinking of Star Tours? Star Tours has changed.
I'm sure.
Like, I remember the old robot. And there if you guys ever want to, Disney does have a documentary about their attractions. It's like Disney attractions, and it's on Disney Plus. It's one of my favorite things to watch. It talks about I think the first episode is Jungle Cruise, and Walt Disney being in. I think I'm probably had it on your TV at some point, because it's like one of my.
I like the Jungle Cruise ride. Yeah. And Indiana Jones is so good.
So good. Me and mom got into an argument about how like certain rides have changed. Like, they've updated Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
So we got into a little bit of an argument about that.
Whoopsies.
I think we got to an argument about Pirates of the Caribbean 2.
My favorite is seeing clips of people on Pirates of the Caribbean, and Jack Sparrow's actually Johnny Depp, because he'll like go into the ride dressed up as Jack Sparrow and pretend to be the animatronic, but it's really him.
Like, they're not gonna change the animatronic. They can't do that. He's still our.
Yeah. But I mean, I haven't been to Disneyland.
I haven't been in years.
Not since I was like 14.
If it was 14 for you, it was probably. I can't do the math.
8.
We did Dumbo.
Classic.
But
I want to go again and maybe take like some of the Lorcana cards and have characters sign them.
Ooh, yeah.
I feel like that'd be cool.
But like, this was. And I think my favorite. This was 2 years ago. I didn't realize that it had been 2 years. Because I took pictures, obviously. But my Butterbeer was good in Universal.
I just want to go to Harry Potter World. That's the thing, like, when we were going to go to Disneyland for the Lorcana tournament.
Yeah.
That we had to cancel. I was like, I have no desire really to go into Disneyland. I just want to go to Harry Potter World.
I would highly recommend. I love it's a small Universal is smaller than Disneyland. I mean, obviously but also I enjoyed my time at both parks. I might prefer Universal a little bit more because Jurassic World, the ride was really good. It's like Splash Mountain, but it's a higher drop.
No.
It's a little bit of a higher drop. So the only
reason I can tolerate Splash Mountain is because it's a lower drop. Okay, so when I was little,
I will drag you on there.
No. So when I was 10, we went to SeaWorld.
Yes.
With the Girl Scout troop.
Oh, I remember this.
And there was a ride that the whole troop.
Circle ride. Which place had the circle ride? Where you guys are like in a circle tubey thingy in water?
No.
No?
No, this was like Splash Mountain, but it was Atlantis themed.
Okay.
And so it had the whole drop into water. And it like did that first. And then I had a panic attack. And then you're like in your little coaster and it like rocks because you're like in a makeshift elevator and it's like not, it didn't feel safe. Like it wasn't supposed to because that was the whole point of the ride. But like I cried. I came like Mom's like, oh, it's gonna be okay. And I think we'd been to Disneyland before, so I had been on
Splash Mountain
on like rides before, so I was like, yeah, okay, it's fine. I'm coming off of this ride in a full-blown panic attack in tears because the parents didn't go on this ride with us. It was just the troops, or just our troop, and all of my friends convinced me to go. I didn't want to go, and then I come off of it, a full-blown panic attack.
Where were we? I think it might have been a Girl Scout troop. I didn't go on any of the rides, I don't think. But there was a water ride with the little circle
tubes.
And it was a water ride.
Isn't there one of those in Disneyland?
No.
A white water rafting ride?
I don't think so.
Maybe it was SeaWorld. I don't know. But like,
people had ponchos. People don't wear ponchos in Disneyland. Like water ponchos. I remember wherever I was standing, people also had ponchos in the area because I think it was like. But this is like a memory that I've vivid, and I also remember I think having a paper cut at the same time.
No, I know, like I can picture it, and I'm pretty sure it was Disneyland.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe it was California Adventures.
Oh, maybe.
I love the bug ride as a little kid.
Oh, it's a Bug's Life? Yes.
They probably don't have that anymore.
It's Bug's Life. Yeah, I don't know.
I also remember the rides in Toontown. Like, me and Mom never walked into Toontown, and I wish we did.
What?
Yeah. But I was also with, like, Mom, so there were some rides that she didn't, like, even want to wait for. Whereas there were rides, like, it's hard. Like, I think I even texted Dad, like, there are rides that I want to go on. Like, me and Mom got into an argument. And I ended up, I think in Universal, I ended up going on the tour like twice. Like the Universal Studio tour twice.
I can't do that.
Because I liked it. I would just make sure that I will cover your eyes at the shark.
I can't. No. I can't even watch sharks on TV.
You'll be fine.
The only reason I can shower by myself is because I have a husband. No.
I didn't go on the mummy ride. Mom ended up going on the mummy ride. I ended up going on the studio tour. And there were a couple of like dark rides. I'm just like, I have no interest. We rode the hippogriff ride like 9 times in a day.
See, Butterbeer, Hagrid's a hippogriff motorcycle adventure.
It wasn't the
whatever it's
motorcycle one. It was just Flight of a Hippogriff.
called.
Hagrid's the motorcycle adventure is in Universal Orlando.
So it's just Flight of the Hippogriff that's in California.
And Hogwarts Forbidden Journey. I will suck it up one more time.
Okay. Just for me.
Just for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then I will try. If you can suck up, it's not that bad.
You want me to experience Jaws in real life? Like, I
No.
can't even experience it on the TV.
I'm not talking about the studio tour.
Okay.
Because when I first
Don't think you understand my phobia of sharks. No one ever understands my phobia of sharks, and everyone makes fun of me like, oh, look at this shark. And I literally can't.
I do jokes, okay? It's bad. Anyways, Jurassic World. It is not that bad.
Is this scary?
No.
Are you sure? Because aren't there like dinosaurs as big as sharks in the water?
Bigger than fucking sharks.
It's like Megalodon.
Like, there's one scene where, like, the shark, like, where
The shark, you even call it a shark. I would literally cry.
It doesn't look like a shark. It just looks like a sea dinosaur. Where I will make sure that you are far away from where you're in the middle. Because the only thing it does is that it's a screen showing a dragon. Showing the... I think it might be no. But whatever type of dinosaur it is in the water coming at and, like, cracking the screen. But it doesn't actually, like, come out at all. The only, like... You have a T-Rex before the drop.
Can I write it like this?
Sure.
Okay.
It is not that bad. If you... So what I would do before, like, a ride, I would watch a POV of the ride.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, I have to know. The only ride that I didn't do that was Hogwarts Forbidden Journey and I think The Mummy, but I didn't ride on The Mummy. Part of the reasons why I didn't go on Minions is because I think it's like a little bit of like Rise of the Resistance where you're in like a little cart and it like you're in front of a screen and
yeah.
I didn't really want to. I have seen two rides where I'm in front of a screen. I had a ride where I was in front of a screen and I was getting motion sickness. The only reason why I would want you to go on the studio tour is because other than the Jaws part, like, you see the cars from Back to the Future. You see the cars from Fast and the Furious. You see Bates Hotel.
Don't you get chased by Norman?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, like, all of that is cool. It's just the Jaws thing that I can't get over. Like, literally, like, I don't... Spiders... I think even shark things for me are worse than spiders for you.
I almost screamed really bad when there was, like, a baby. There was a baby... But mine's more realistic.
I'm not disagreeing. What are you even talking about? I encounter sharks every day.
Bullshit!
Yeah.
I can just, like, I hate it because, like, I feel like I can feel them crawling. And now I have Aragog's eyes in my fucking head. You.
It's okay. I have sharks swimming around the library, so, you know.
Bullshit.
You're not in my brain?
You're not in mine. Yeah, I still can't watch the second Harry Potter without screaming. Or without having to close my eyes. Why couldn't we follow the butterflies?
Because butterflies aren't scary.
No shit.
So, they've released more casting for the HBO show. And I'm not paying attention anymore. Because after everyone has given their opinion and everything,
it gets exhausting.
It's like, I'm just gonna wait. Like, I don't want to form any opinion, and all of the comments are like, yeah, everyone's great except for Snape, and I'm like, you're being dumb.
Well, honestly, in a way, you're being no better than JK. I'm sorry. And you can, but you're being no better than the person who's the actual issue. And I will die on that hill.
Yeah, and it's just not. It's such a loved series,
but you guys are,
so I understand, like, the want for it to be perfect, but I don't think that the actor that they chose for Snape is going to make it any less perfect, unless he is not a good actor, which I don't believe him to not be a good actor.
Yes, I just pulled a Harry Potter book. Did you... Are these all tabs from his...
Oh. You want me to go into that?
Oh, I was going to go in.
No, do you want me to go into that? Because I will go into it. This is the best platform for me to go into it, honestly, because I tried to make a TikTok of it, calling everyone who thinks that changing... drives me crazy. So, the whole...
Sorry, guys.
James Potter...
Sirius Black, all of them are racist.
Because they pick on Snape now that he's black is complete bullshit. And I will give you textual evidence as to why James hates Snape. Okay? And someone also said that it makes Harry and James both racist because Harry doesn't trust him from the beginning. And I'm like, his first interaction with Snape is in class where he is bullied by Snape, and Snape also bullies Hermione in their very first fucking class. So yeah, no, he's not gonna like him. It has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that he looks with black, greasy hair, pale, and a crooked nose. It has nothing to do with his looks. It's because he's picking on children in his first fucking class without knowing who the fuck they are. But yeah, okay, yeah. Basically, they're making Snape hot, so why would Lily choose James over Snape? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because he's a little dark arts loving freak. In Deathly Hallows, during Snape's tale, well, the chapter's called The Prince's Tale, but when Harry's looking through Snape's memory in Deathly Hallows, before Lily goes to Hogwarts, she meets Snape, and Petunia is freaking picking on them, right? And Petunia is like spying on them. And, Petunia was breathless, alarmed at being caught. Harry could see her struggling for something hurtful to say. "What is that you're wearing anyway?" she said, pointing at Snape's chest. "Your mum's blouse?" There was a crack. A branch over Petunia's head had fallen. Lily screamed. The branch caught Petunia on the shoulder, and she staggered backward and burst into tears. But Petunia was running away, Lily rounded on Snape. Did you make that happen? No. He looked both defiant and scared. You did, she said, backing away from him. You did. You hurt her. Okay. Children, hurting children with magic. Nice. On the train to their first year of Hogwarts before they're sorted. Petunia calls Lily a freak on the train. She gets on a compartment. Snape slid open the compartment door and sat down opposite Lily. She glanced at him and then looked back out the window. She had been crying. I don't want to talk to you, she said in a constricted voice. Why not? Toonie hates me because we saw the letter from Dumbledore. So what? She threw him a look of deep dislike. So she's my sister. She's only a... He caught himself quickly. Lily, too busy trying to wipe her eyes without being noticed, didn't hear him, so he was going to call her a muggle. Like that's something less than them. But we're going, he said, unable to suppress the exhilaration in his voice. That's it, we're off to Hogwarts. She nodded, mopping her eyes, but in spite of herself, she half smiled. You better be in Slytherin, said Snape, encouraged that she had brightened a little. Slytherin, one of the boys sharing the compartment who had shown no interest at all in Lily or Snape until that point, looked around at the world. And Harry, whose attention had been focused entirely on the two beside the window, saw his father, slight, black-haired like Snape, but with his indefiable air of having been well cared for, even adored, that Snape so conspicuously lacked. Who wants to be in Slytherin? I think I'd leave, wouldn't you? James asked the boy lounging on the seat opposite him, and with a jolt, Harry realized that it was Sirius. Sirius did not smile. My whole family has been in Slytherin, he said. Blimey, said James, and I thought you seemed all right. Sirius grinned. Maybe I'll break the tradition. Where are you heading if you've got the choice? James lifted an invisible sword. Gryffindor, where dwell the brave of heart, like my dad. Snape made a small, disparaging noise. James turned on him. Got a problem with that? No, said Snape. Through his slight sneer said otherwise. If you'd rather be brawny than brainy. So, like,
with
they already hate each other because, and this is the exact same interaction that Harry and Malfoy have.
Yes.
So,
there's no difference, really.
No, it's a difference in morality, is what it is. Right?
You have a different morality with someone, so that doesn't... we need to...
That's why they hate each other. And I will get... Snape, as an adult, talks to Harry in Order of the Phoenix. And specifically says that the reason that James hates Snape is because James loathes the dark arts. And Snape worships them. That is why they hate each other. And we're only getting the perspective of Snape and the victimization that he gets from James. We're not getting the other side. Why? Because James is fucking dead and we can't get his side of the perspective. And we specifically know, because Sirius says, nah, Snape gave it back to James. They were at war. Like, the pranks that the Marauders pulled on Snape did the exact same thing to them. But we're not seeing it because we only see the memories of Snape. So he looks like a victim
because
that's being bullied because that's a perspective that we're given because we don't see James's perspective. But we do know that James hates him because he hates the dark arts and Snape worships them. Like, we're forgetting that Snape is not a good guy.
And it doesn't have anything to do with skin color.
No, it doesn't. It's specifically because they have a difference in morality.
My issue is words.
And if it is going to be more book accurate, guess what? We're going to see that. Like, the movies paint Snape as this person who's protecting Harry for Dumbledore. But the only reason that Snape changed sides was to protect Lily, which ended up not happening. If Voldemort decided to go after anyone else, if he decided to go after the Longbottoms, Snape never would have stopped being a Death Eater. Like, he did not have a change of heart because he had a change of heart and he realized that Voldemort was a bad guy. He only did it because Dumbledore manipulated him to protect Lily. Like that's it. His morality doesn't change. And he still worships the dark arts. He still values the dark arts throughout the whole Harry Potter series. Like, he's not, that doesn't change. It hasn't changed. So it's...
Well, people want to make everything about race. I'm sorry.
And, so I don't think that there is a problem changing the color of Snape's skin tone.
There's no issue.
And the fact that, Lily would choose this new Snape because he's hot? What? The scene changed. Lily and Snape were walking across the castle courtyard, evidently arguing. Harry hurried to catch up with them and to listen in. As he reached them, he realized how much taller they both were, a few years since their sorting. I thought we were supposed to be friends, Snape was saying. Best friends. We are, Sev, but I don't like some of the people you're hanging around with. I'm sorry, but I detest Avery and Mucklebur. Mucklebur, what do you see in him, Sev? He's creepy. Do you know what he tried to do to Mary McDonald the other day? Lily had reached the pillar and leaned against it, looking up into the thin, sallow face. That was nothing, said Snape. It was a laugh, that's all. It was dark magic, and if you think that's funny, what about the stuff Potter and his mates get up to? Demanded Snape. His color rose again as he said it, unable, it seemed, to hold in his resentment. What's Potter got to do with anything, said Lily. They sneak out at night. There's something weird about that Lupin. Where does he keep going? He's ill, said Lily. They say he's ill. Every month at the full moon, said Snape. I know your theory, said Lily, and she sounded cold. Why are you so obsessed with them anyway? Why do you care what they're doing at night? I'm just trying to show you they're not as wonderful as everyone seems to think they are. The intensity of his gaze made her blush. They don't use dark magic, though. And this is when they're at school. Yeah. He doesn't change. I know James is an arrogant toe rag, she said, cutting across Snape. I don't need you to tell me that, but Mucklebur and Avery's idea of humor is just evil. Evil, Sev. So he's friends with evil fucking people. And, like... Oh, and she calls him a mudblood? Or he calls her a mudblood?
Yep.
Ooh. When he tries to when he tries to apologize for calling her mudblood. I only came out here because Mary told me you were threatening to sleep here. I would have done it. I never meant to call you a mudblood. It just slipped out, Lily said. No pity in her voice. It's too late. I've made excuses for you for years. None of my friends can understand why I even talk to you. You and your precious little Death Eater friends. You see, you don't deny it. You don't even deny that's what you're aiming to be. You can't wait to join you-know-who. And they're like, what, 15 in this? Because they've just taken their OWLs. Like, no.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't pretend anymore. You've chosen your way, I've chosen mine. No, listen, I didn't mean to call me a mudblood, but you call every one of my birth mudbloods, Severus. Why should I be any different? So, yeah, no. And it doesn't change. Dumbledore uses him loving Lily to manipulate him into changing sides.
Well, it's more of obsession than love.
Well, he thinks it's love. It is obsession. But that's who Snape is. He's a dark arts loving Death Eater.
I mean, yeah. Well, this has the fifth Harry Potter has where he calls
that scene.
That scene. But, like, look it up, y'all.
Yeah. Like,
Because, I mean,
it's not any different.
it's not any different. And people,
Like, people are forgetting that of who Snape was.
and his core character values.
Because of the mirage that Dumbledore paints him as, which
honestly,
isn't true.
So are we all in the manipulation of Dumbledore
Yes,
is that
we
he's
are.
a good guy?
We are in the manipulation of Dumbledore that Snape is a good guy, but his core values are dark arts, Death Eater. Like, he's decided to be a Death Eater at 15.
Yeah. Which most of the older generation of Death Eaters did.
Yeah.
15th is when Snape, is when Sirius leaves, is forced out of his home, I believe. Like, really
I thought it was
pushed out. It's 15.
Was it 15? I thought it was when Regulus joined, Regulus was a year younger. So he would have been.
I think Sirius got kicked out of 15. That's when the Potters took over. Adopted Sirius was 15.
But yeah, and then there's...
Yeah, at the age of 16. So actually 16, not 15.
There's... When Sirius... After Harry watches James the Memory in Order of the Phoenix, he's all like... He confronts Sirius, which the movie evidently lives out. But he's like, Sirius is like, look, Harry, James and Snape hated each other from the moment they set eyes on each other. It was just one of those things. You can understand that. Can't you? I think James was everything Snape wanted to be. He was popular. He was good at Quidditch, good at pretty much everything. And Snape was just this little oddball who was up to his eyes in the dark arts. And James, whatever else he may have appeared to you, Harry, has always hated the dark arts.
I wonder if there's a...
Literally, Snape says he hated him because
He hated the dark.
He hated the dark arts and everything
I wonder if
associated
there was
with that.
I wonder if James has a reason to hate them, other than obviously them being dark arts. If there's something deeply rooted in there, and I don't know if it's mentioned ever in the books, other than Sirius mentioning it, of like a full-on reason why. I would have to reread.
It's like, and then he's all like, well, Harry was like, well, yeah, I thought he was a bit of an idiot. He's like, of course he was a bit of an idiot, said Sirius. We were all idiots. Well, not Moony as much, he said, fairly looking at Lupin, but Lupin shook his head. Did I ever tell you to lay off Snape, he said. Did I ever have the guts to tell you I thought you were out of order? Yeah, well, said Sirius, you made us feel ashamed of ourselves sometimes. That was something. And, said Harry, doggedly determined to say everything that was on his mind, now that he was here, he kept looking over at the girls by the lake, hoping they were watching him. Yeah, well, he always made a fool of himself whenever Lily was around, said Sirius, shrugging. He couldn't stop himself showing off whenever he got near her. How come she married him? Harry asked miserably. She hated him. Nah, she didn't, said Sirius. She started going out with him in 7th year, said Lupin. Once James had deflated his head a bit, said Sirius, and stopped hexing people just for the fun of it, said Lupin. Even Snape? Said Harry. Well, said Lupin slowly, Snape was a special case. I mean, he never lost an opportunity to curse James. So you couldn't really expect James to take that lying down, could you? Snape gave it right back to James.
Well, he arguably, this entails that it was
both-sided. It
was
wasn't just
both-sided.
one-sided bullying that James was doing. They hated each other, and they picked on each other. Like two teenage boys, one's not gonna take the other person's bullshit.
Yeah.
So, to paint James as this bully who is now a racist because Snape is black is... ridiculous because no. He hates him because of his character, and he's also bullying him, so he's gonna bully him back. Like,
I almost wanted to bring it up to one of my friends who is African American of like what their take on if they've one have read Harry Potter, and two, what's their take on people being like they are now racist.
It's like you just tell me you only watch the movies without telling me you only watch the movies. Like, you know,
I can put these books back for you.
Like, it's just, you're just not paying attention to the character that is Snape. If you think that changing the color of his skin makes Harry racist. Like, his first interaction with Snape in a classroom is Snape literally bullying him for no fucking reason, and then bullying Hermione and taking Gryffindor points away.
Arguably.
Because she's a mudblood.
Arguably. Snape is bullying Harry for his father.
This is true. He is bullying Harry just because he is the spawn of James.
Wasn't the whole, like, picking on him in the first thing?
Why is he picking on Hermione? I don't know, because she's Muggle-born. He cannot get rid of this ideology. He picks on the Gryffindors because he hates the Gryffindors. Yeah. So, yeah, they're not going to fucking trust him.
Will not be blah, blah, blah. Turn to page 394.
But yeah, there's just some education for you on Snape's character and why that is why James bullies him. And he's not completely innocent.
I had to bring it up because it's one of those
it's
things.
It's one of my favorite topics. And it makes me raging mad when people are like, it makes James racist. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. You're not paying attention to the character.
You're not in the character development.
And then this whole thing that Papa Esidu is hot. Like, there's this thing called makeup. Like, he's not going to be coming into the scenes.
Give him a long nose and he probably won't be hot anymore.
Even just, like, give him more hair.
Yeah.
Make it, you know, like, come on, guys. Like, yes, he is an attractive man. But,
give him
like,
a wig.
There's this thing called costumes that, like, changes the appearance of actors all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. Like, you think John Lithgow's not gonna wear a beard? That is the casting that actually pisses me off.
Of, like, them not taking costume. Like, people actually, like, not...
No. Who they chose for Dumbledore?
Oh.
Pisses me off.
Really? I don't know who they picked for Dumbledore.
An American.
Because after the whole... An American?
Yeah.
Why couldn't they pick, like, Michael something, the original...
He's dead?
Oh. Dumbledore is dead?
Yes.
Couldn't they pick Gandalf? Is Gandalf dead?
Oh, yeah, they could have picked Ian.
They could have picked Ian! Come on! Because he's who I thought was Dumbledore in the first place.
No, Michael Gambon passed in 2020.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Like, we lost...
So many.
We lost
They're
Robbie
so
Coltrane and Michael Gambon, I think, in the same year. Or... When did we lose Maggie? It was just last year?
Just last year.
So, she literally died within days of the first anniversary of Michael Gambon. So, it was only 2 years ago. But, yeah, we lost.
I didn't realize. Like, I don't pay attention to when my favorite actors died, because otherwise I'm going to cry.
Really upset with who they've chose as Dumbledore.
How's he going to do a British accent?
He's done animation voices before.
Okay.
He's pretty... well versed in that. What is he? I'm gonna look him up because I mean, he's been in a lot of kid stuff. John Litt.
Like, maybe they just didn't want
this guy. Yeah. Films. Yeah, they've
that
already got
doesn't look
Harry
like
Potter.
Dumbledore at all.
He was in Shrek.
Who Was he in
Daddy's Home.
Footloose?
Yeah, the new one. Or no, the 84. Who did he voice in Shrek? More cast. Lord Farquaad.
That annoying little shit.
That is our Dumbledore.
That annoying little shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just been in a lot of like rom-coms, sitcom comedy movies.
But okay,
So
like,
I'm just like, do you really have the gust? Not even gust, like the. I don't know. I'm trying not to pass judgment on Dumbledore quite yet, cause. But like, I'm just like, and he has such a distinct voice. Like
Dumbledore is such a distinct character.
I know. It's just, why didn't you pick someone English? Like, why did we have to be American?
Well, we have so many.
You want to
issues.
know what also drives me crazy about the thing that the actor that plays Snape is hot?
What?
That everyone was like, Adam Driver needs to be Snape. Are you telling me that Adam Driver is not fucking hot?
Like, I think Adam Driver is hot.
I was watching this really weird movie recently with Adam Driver in it. And I was like, oh, yeah, woo, man. Woo.
Can't we just AI someone's face to be Al Rickman?
But yeah, it was like,
I mean, like we did with Carrie.
I'm just like, I just don't think Adam Driver, I couldn't hop on the bandwagon for just because he looks like Snape. Like, no. We're going for more than looks here. We're going for, like, someone who can actually do the role, which I am excited for.
I'm excited for
to see what Papa Has to Do does with a character. I think he can
do it really well. I mean, we
do
both
it really well.
Listen to yes, there were different like lines in Hamlet.
Yeah, him doing the Hamlet monologue brought tears to my eyes.
But like watching Al Rickman's younger films, there were similarities.
Yeah,
in their voice.
So I think he's gonna do great. It's the Dumbledore that gets me.
It's like, the Dumbledore that gets me.
I'm like, why did we have to do this? But I didn't watch his audition tape, so I honestly can't tell you. You know? So who knows? Must be something that I don't know. That I didn't see. So we'll see. I hope he came dressed up as Dumbledore. If I was doing a casting call, I would a full cosplay.
Yeah. I would do Luna Love. Let Luna Lovegood, but that's just because she is.
Yeah. But then people are all like, so a lot of the children that have been cast have been released. Like the trio has been released and everything. Adorable children, by the way. So freaking cute. Oh my goodness. Oh man. And the girl that they chose to play Hermione did a stage production of Matilda and was Matilda. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, you are just a cutie. But people are all like, do not touch these children. Leave them the fuck alone.
Oh yeah.
Like, A, they're children, so no. And B, like, come on, they're children. We're not fucking Snape. We're not picking on kids, okay? They're literally 10 years old. Like, but, oh, they're adorable. And Ron has these little freckles. He's those, like, little freckles. I'm like, oh, my goodness. Oh, I just want the best for these children. Like, they're already so cute. And I'm like, oh,